All right, and what is going on, everyone? And welcome back to episode 3 of our Can I Solo? And hopefully, you guys are enjoying this series so far. If you didn't catch the first 2 episodes or you're new to the channel, basically, I've started the series 7 years ago, and I wanted to see what has changed over that time and see how much better I've gotten and just what dungeons I can, for the most part, reliably do. So, the way we're doing it is I basically go through 2 base and 1 DLCs every time and just see what we can do. So yeah, these are my accomplishments and dungeons and stuff. So for the most part, I think I have a pretty good understanding of most dungeons and stuff. So last time where we left off, we did Elden 1 and City of Ash 1. Today, we'll probably just go do Crypt of Hearts 1, Darkshade 1. We're just going down the list. And for our DLC, I actually have to think about these now because some of these weren't actually completable solo. I think, I can actually solo them, but mechanically, you cannot. Imperial City was not. So let me see. I don't think there are any hard checks for Ruins of Mazatoon. The one that might be a little bit sketch is the final boss because there's a vision one, but I don't think that's too big of a deal on normal. I guess we'll find out. But there's one mechanic where one person has to hit the statues, but you don't know which is the correct statue, and so that one might be a little bit sketch. There's a timer on it, but it might be interesting solo, so I'm gonna have to think about that one. Cradle, I think Cradle is soloable these days. It shouldn't be too difficult. But anyway, with that said, let's get on with the dungeons. Okay. So, yeah, today we'll start with Crypt of Hearts 1, Darkshade, and we'll do Cradle. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. It's been 7 years. You can actually watch the playlist for my old one. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can see what has changed over the years. And yeah, I think just overall quality of life, performance, and everything overall better. All right, let's get this started. In a lot of these, you're probably going to watch me play a little bit differently than I normally would. It's mostly one because it's solo, and I guess a common question that people have been asking was why do I play it on the Sorc over anything else? I think Sorc is one of the best utility or characters that's overall balanced for, especially if it's solo stuff. So it has a bunch of heals. All classes have some stuff to an extent, but I think Sorc is just overall the most utility and balance for what the series is. Kill 1 dangerous foe. What are the endeavors today? Dangerous foe, poisons, scribed abilities. Oh, hold on. Defeat 40 enemies with scribed abilities. I have a healing scribed one, but I don't have any. I have healing bond, and we could try magical soul. Can't swap in combat. Oh Jesus! And that was the last thing. Remember last episode in City of Ash, we got hard combat stuck for literally no reason. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really even know what that skill does. You build it for the tutorial of scribing. I don't think I've ever used it.
The dead will rise and consume you.
Much better. I need a healer.
Yeah, me too. Oh no, I thought I could do it. I hit him with the zappy thingy. Does that even count? I got 2 out of 40 from that. Ugh. I'm just not even gonna do it. I don't care. I, for the most part, have all the sticker book in a lot of the dungeons. Things I mostly need are some of the older dungeons and perfected gear from trials, which just takes time, I guess. So there used to be a thing where if the thing got stuck on one of these pillars, it would just like count as like standing on this pillar right here, and then it wouldn't move. It would just get stuck there. But how times have changed, I think they fixed it. This doesn't really follow what you do anyway, so just kind of AoE it down. Like, I don't even know what it's attacking right now. This boss is just weird. Whoever designed it. There's a mini boss for the quest up at top of the stairs, but we don't need to do that.
That's the way.
Let's go. Follow me. Oh. Bring the mini into the real boss.
So you're the one who's been undoing our work. We will feed you to the Master's mace.
Mini down. So the ideal mechanics for this fight are when you want to kill them equally for the most part. If you kill one or the other one will get some other ability, so like an additional ability to what it has, empowering them. So it just makes it a little bit more damage output if you kill one faster than the other. But it's 2024, it really doesn't even matter. Just ideally, you want to get the one that's the blue one first, since it just follows one person, whereas the red one, for the most part, stays in the center. So in a full group, you're most likely just going to burn the one in the center because it's not moving, and if you want to get the parse, and then usually the blue one gets buffed. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. Back in the day when this first came out, if you watch my video from like, what was it, 2015 or something, this dungeon actually used to be really difficult. Dungeon 1 down. Let's go. Next. Got Darkshade 1. Let's go. A little under 10 minutes to that one. Very cool.
You'll never leave here alive. Secure the mine and kill these interlopers.
Light it up!
You could make fools of us, Sardri. More fodder for the koala.
If they follow, that's cool. If not, it's no big deal.
Out there are in better shape. Do me a favor and take care of the undesirables down there. I'll stay here and supervise.
So you actually have to kill all the enemies here before the boss spawns. All right, let's go. This boss kind of teleports. In a full group, you could just burn it where it stands. It's gonna go down the hill, either to the left or right, most likely.
I'm wounded. I need some help.
Feels different when you're soloing it. You're just not melting it in about 2 seconds. All right, so there is a boss down the hill. It's like the Alit thing. Unless you're on the quest, it's skippable. Okay, so I should anything that's in the path of progression for the dungeon, I'll do it. But if it's skippable, I'll skip it. There's a boss to the right, and that ends where you turn in the quest if you're on the daily. But otherwise, if not, then it doesn't matter. So, mechanics for this boss. It'll have 3 different phases. A red spinny phase, a green, and a blue. It's kind of like Volenfell. And the spinny one, it just chases you, so it doesn't matter if you have taunt or not. It'll chase you. And just literally sidestep it, don't get hit. The blue one will shoot beams at you. I think this is blue one, so you could either tank it or sidestep it as well. If you have a healer, you could just base tank it. And then the green one, it'll put like little dwarven spiders on the ground. And then you don't want it to go in there, otherwise it'll heal itself. So we're doing red phase again. Fun fact, this is here by default, but you just won't say anything. Or like the quest dude. So blue phase again. Ice. Next dungeon down. Got a barrier. Okay, Bastion, what level are you now? Like level 8?
Quistly actually looks.
Nice. We got a new skill slot. I'm in combat. I'm not even in combat.
Quistly actually.
All right, next, let's go do our DLC. So I'm not sure if Mazatoon is soloable. I think on normal it might be. But the final boss, there are a few things that might be a little bit sketch. Cradle. I don't think there are any wild mechanics to Cradle, actually, so... I actually like this dungeon. It's a really well designed one. Let's see. Little lore. When did I do all this? Got these achievements in 2016. Yep. October 10, 2016. That is 8 years ago. Holy. Yeah, that's wild. 8 years ago. All right, let's do this. So for all of you, especially your new players trying to get into this game and like you're wondering, oh, what should I prepare for this one? I'll try to explain most of the mechanics from all three role perspectives, so like healer, DPS, and tank. There's an achievement on Bet. You want to kill the statues. These are optional, but if you do them on Bet, then you get credit for it. Otherwise, they are skippable, and all you have to do is kill all the enemies, and then the statue just disappears by itself. It shoots a bomb out. That's if you pay attention, when the eyes are glowing, that means they'll send a bomb out, and it's a hard mode mechanic that you have to pay attention to. Overall, it's like not even that bad. I think should be fine. Like if you kill this one, done. Statue's gone.
The silken ring will be your news. We have some presents for the lady.
Just AoE everything down in the middle. You're good to go. All right, the cavern. What is still alive? Not anymore. All right, the cavern. This is where two of the bosses are. It's actually kind of fun. So the mechanic is, you see these? The braziers are unlit. You have to light them. You stay in the light to live. If you don't, you get debuffed. And like, this is what happens. You just get slowed if you're in the darkness for too long. The enemies in the darkness, they take reduced damage as well. So it's like, for the tank, you want to chain all the enemies into the light. But in my case, it works a little bit differently. Generally, you can get away with every 2 lights before you get a crazy debuff. But there's a thing where there's an achievement where you just don't hit any of the lights, and what you do is just go there, die, and then keep running to the boss and do that as well. And I actually have that. It's not that hard to do, actually. You just go there, run, keep running, you die, keep running, and you're good to go. Alright, so first boss, mechanics for this one. There are 3 lights. It's probably a good idea to turn on all the lights first, because it'll go to 1, and then at every third of its health or something, it'll just like turn off the light and then go to another brazier. So you could just pull it to all 3 of them. In my case, it doesn't even matter. On normal, you could, for the most part, get it done in first cycle. Vet's probably 2. And then when it's in the dark, obviously, it's taking reduced damage, so intended mechanic is and then there is a cooldown on the brazier timer, so like you actually have to go do all the different ones. As you can see under there, you can see like my darkness stacks. It caps out at 10, but your slow debuff is actually pretty insane.
Fight? Good.
Wait till my stack debuff goes, and then we run to the boss.
Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
So the way this boss works is that every X amount of health, it extinguishes a brazier, and then you have to interrupt it. So if you have like crushing shock or any other interrupt, that's probably good.
Think. Move.
And there's an achievement on Vet for not relighting any of the braziers, but
Stop it. That's cruel and wasteful.
all right, let's do it. Don't stand in bad big explosions. Don't stand in that.
To arms!
The heavies from the main boss if you have a tank. Red means bash.
She will strangle the light. She desires your suffering.
She teleports somewhere.
Welcome the all-consuming darkness. Lie with the worms.
I'm not going to make it.
Hear the whispers of the night.
Rip Bastion.
Her web is the night. There is no escape. Die in the dark. Her brood will feast tonight. Lady, forgive me.
So now that you've beat the second boss in here, the darkness is irrelevant, and you can just run free, go back and forth, and then get anything you missed. Sometimes there's a chest behind here, or a heavy sack. What you want to do is make sure to hit the lever, because it opens the door in front of us. So remember how we were over here before? We came in through there, and then down the little tunnel over here. So that's the beginning.
Sorry, can't stand these.
Next mini boss.
Spill their blood for the lady.
Oh, does the boss not even spawn until you kill all the ads? Interesting, I didn't know that.
Come on, get out of there.
If it's your first time fighting this one, it could do a heavy attack. And that one kind of hurts, actually. Opening the lever opens the door to that gate.
Fighters, no surprise there. Wait. It's the Ring's field captain, Tranus Valadoran. Oh, no.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, my friend. Another member of your tribe has breached the gates.
All right, so this one used to be a difficult boss. So mechanics are, it's gonna summon ads in like every corner, and then you either drag the boss to it. And another thing that it'll do is, in this fight, it'll do 2 tethers on one person, usually the tank, but in my case it's like it's gonna be the same, so it's always me. But AoEs are going to come from the statue, cycling the whole room. Just don't get hit by those. Drag the boss to the thing or kill it, and you're good.
Finally die now. You really think you could kill me?
So you see these little ads. You can either drag the boss to it, and then you have to pick up the little red orb. There's an achievement for not killing them and just having the boss follow in.
Care to dance?
So he's invulnerable during that phase. So you actually have to do the mechanic.
Don't keep our lady.
Yeah, this is the part where people have to free you. Ooh, that's the thing. Okay, let me see. I think we can do it. Let me see. Can I barrier through that one? Like, if I dropped my Atro and just killed them, that wouldn't be a problem.
This should be refreshing.
You just learn new things when you try out soloing that normally you wouldn't like have to experience because the tank does it.
That easy. You think I'm surrounded? Care to dance? Who will be the weakling?
I literally have like 70,000 health right now, like 28k plus a 43k shield. Oh my god, my barrier is about to get.
Who's outnumbered now?
Ooh, we skipped that phase. Hold on, let me test something. Let me
Think I'm surrounded?
build ult on an invulnerable boss. So this is like the second phase where, like, if you look at the center statue,
Time to sweep you away.
gonna do the thing. Got like 20 seconds.
Hope you practiced your guard. But father, lend me your power.
So to make like the cycle for this, it kind of goes clockwise. So if you know how to follow,
How cute.
hold on, let me build ult just to be safe on it, knowing that I can get one-shotted from the tether.
Care to dance?
All right, cool. Now we bring it in.
Care to dance? The lady will toy with you, and you will beg for
Very cool. What I was thinking about doing is if I couldn't survive it again, I would literally put on a tank set.
I could have. Follow, not Mother's mercy. I am so sick of looking at her smug face.
Interlopers, we invite you to
I'll
die.
double back to make sure he hasn't. Keep right for the ticket.
New dinner guests. Don't keep me waiting, sweet meat. I am positively famished.
I don't even think the door opens until you kill all of them, so probably should anyway.
Our thanks. We were growing hungry. No escape, only suffering.
Take hides the ashes and get out of here. This is my final kindness. Or die.
Sadly, these are not skippable.
Eat that, right?
There's a lever you have to pull up here.
Getting warmer. It's a shame you're not as smart as Sotbalan. What a delightful
So, okay, there's going to be a lot of ads coming out from everywhere. The best way to do it, like if you're a beginner and you're trying to learn this for the first time, make them funnel towards you. So have them go over here while you take over this one Ogrim. And while they're funneling in, your group should be able to AoE it down. And it doesn't matter, it's just one of those beginner strats. Like, if you have DPS, just nuke everything. But that's how I learned it 8 years ago. When, power creep wasn't 150k DPS.
Wake up! Clear your head!
Yeah, just stack and burn everything.
No remorse!
I offer these to you.
Clear your mind and break the spell!
warmer still. Best hurry, sweet meat.
Easy.
Sotbalan receives my blessing even as we speak. Killing him may prove difficult.
Good. Have a look at this Atronach. You ever seen a light like this?
Mine has always been like weirdly, oddly bugged, and I can't like target the thing.
What the?
That's the last of them.
They're everywhere. Cut them down.
All right, we're going up into the final boss. I think this is a really cool fight, actually. So for beginners, what you want to do is open your map and always put a marker in the center. That way, if you look at your compass, it always tells you which way to go. But like, it doesn't matter if you're a top or right or top or bottom set, then it's kind of, you just learn it over time. So what you want to do is not have full ult, simply because it'll eat you and then drain your ultimate. So like that, you can see my ultimate was going down. It's going to summon orbs of the color of resource it took. So in my case, it'd be blue orbs. And then if it hits you, you lose that resource. So.
I'll just take a slice.
Dude, I can't hit these orbs. Holy, what is happening? So what you want to do is take one of these lights from the Atros, and when it goes into the phase, it'll allow you to like go in safely. If you don't take a light, hit the braziers. It's not mandatory. So we started at the top, right? So there's always three different ways, and if you have the light, it'll show you the like trapped pillars. And don't get hit by the traps. But there's an achievement for doing this without the light, and it's easier on Sorc because you just streak through it. Then you make your way back to the center of the cavern and cycle through it again. So on the health bar, it says vanish every third of the health. Get blue orbs again.
So plump, so fresh.
On hard mode, this is a little bit more exciting, but
I think we need some time apart.
and like on veteran and hard mode, some of these doors will be locked, so you have to go like find a right path in the maze. But on normal, they're all open. But it's actually easy. There's a pattern for that, and you could watch it in my Can I Duo series, or Can We Duo with one of my friends. We just do all the hard modes and stuff. Pretty fun.
That's it. Don't move a muscle.
So this mechanic still trips people up for some reason. Don't move, and then the screen will start shaking. And then when the thing closes in, you just don't get hit. You roll. Boss down.
I'm starving. I'm starving.
Ooh, I actually needed a sticker book there.
Falan. Funny meeting you.
Let's hand. Let's see.
I'm impressed you made it so far.
Ooh, we need one more sticker book here, and then we're done.
I taught you.
Widowmaker dagger.
Yes. Well, old friend.
All right, well, that has been episode 3. We did our dungeon, so episode 4 next time.
Loyalty.
We're going to be doing Spindle 1, Wayrest 1, and then we'll just go down the list. And then the next dungeon,
You can indulge me this one last.
normal Falkreath. That should be doable. It might just be oddly tricky. Bloodroot is not soloable. It's not doable either. And everything else is, for the most part, doable. So, with that said, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next episode. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see you come back. And we've got some more cool stuff come out in the future. See you later. Peace.